Cheers, Josh, thank you. Just a couple, basically, just to remove your fat more than anything else. Right. Right. Well, then go down the front, please. Right, so basically guys, yeah, you can remind me of how we did our, or how you did your laminated goods last time.
So we rolled out that, and then got the pastry, put in like a square kind of, and then rolled it out, and then put that on top, and then folded it.
Right, how did you fold it? What were the folds?
So
can you remember?
And then it was like that. Half, like quarter.
Yeah.
You rest over the top.
So basically into 2/3.
Now
so
we've rolled it 6 times.
So what you do, if this is what you're saying to me, obviously that is going to be 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then pastry.
Yeah.
And pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you roll it out.
Yeah.
Roll it up. So that's same again. And then.
Do that again. Yeah.
Because that's the classic. That's what is known as 3/4. Yeah. That's the British way. Yeah. French, slightly different. Instead of doing a flattened out like we're going to do, what you would do with your French, yeah, because it's basically it's all about your fat content. You've got half, 3/4 and full, yeah. Normally the French is the full, i.e. you've got whatever volume weight of that dough is the same volume weight of that butter / fat, yeah. We're doing 3/4, so that's 3/4 of the weight of that dough, yeah. All right, and half, 3/4 half that, yeah. Normally half is stuff like this Scotch rough puff pastry, yeah. The easiest one to do. This is the English version, so it's 3/4, and the French version is the highest fat content. The most difficult to work with because if it gets hot, it becomes a bit of an issue, yeah. And you've got to be fast on it, all right. But you get the better lamination and the better flavour because of the book turns in it. So basically, instead of what we're going to do is you're going to roll out, as you just said, then your fat goes in to 3/4, yeah, agree? Fold over, yeah, happy days. So that's what we're going to start with. What we're going to actually, if you're doing the French version, what you'd be doing, this is all tying in with your UPK as well, we'll be sure that's a test that we're coming up, alright? You'd have a block, like a block of butter, happy days, yeah? Then you'd have a, what is known as like a cross, like that, yeah.
And you'd wrap it around the butter.
Butter goes in the middle, fold over like that, and basically beat it to death to get the same. You'll still have the oblong. After that's been done, you beat it and roll it so you get the oblong. But the key is now, when we do our rolling, so when we do our rolling, obviously our fat's in there and we do that, yeah. Alright. And that comes over, yeah, great. You always remember where the roll is, where the top is, and you always, every time you turn it to that direction. Or that way if you're left-handed, you know what I mean? Okay, then your roll out will do exactly the same. With the French, slightly different. You go to the centre, yeah? Go to the centre, yeah? Like that. Same process there, but that, instead of just having 3 layers, you're going to have, how many? 4. An extra layer each time, yeah? So that's where you're going to get the middle 40s, the vol au vents, and like that's where we're getting that from. That's why we're getting the finer layers. That's why it's so like it is a little bit more difficult to work with, because it's a little bit more delicate. And if you don't work it fast enough and keep it cool enough whilst working in the kitchen environment, it starts to melt the butter, and the butter all starts coming out, and that screws your layers up all together. So that's why most people go down the English route, because it is a little bit more risk-free, as it were. You still get good layering and you still get good flavouring, alright? But you're just using 3/4 of the fat, alright? Does that make sense? So basically, what we need to do, like I say, I've got mine in between my grease proof. Couple of days. And I'm not going to beat the crap out of it. I just want to basically flatten it so it's all one even size. Because if we get it too big, that means that's going to be too big. That makes sense. So your dough has to be bigger. So you're stretching it out and it becomes a bit of a nightmare. For me, what I would do, I would just do it flat. Straight edge as you possibly can. Well, jamming your finger, you can have it. Just keep it nice and neat. This. And what I'm going to do, fridge it, keep it chilled while I roll my dough, but again, let's make life a little easier. I know where my weight is, my length is. Alright, that's my 3/4, so I need to get my dough at least to there. Alright, yeah, so that's what that's for. A little bit easier. Right, so out. Yeah, the dough, 10 tons of flour. So a little bit of flour. Because what you do is rolling it out, because it's bread flour. What does bread do when it's being attacked and made to work for its living? Strings on itself, yeah. So you're rolling it out, but it keeps coming back on itself, yeah. So we don't want loads of flour on there. Just keep it light. For it to keep it oblong. Is it oblong or rectangle? You tell me. Okay. Oblong or rectangle? Which one's the difference? One's 3D and one's flat.
Oblong's 3D, isn't it?
Oblong's 3D. So it's rectangle then, alright? So just keep your edges squared off as best you can. Anybody watch that Don't Rock the Boat last night? With all these, one of these celebrities, or should be celebrities or athletes or whatever.
One of them's a YouTuber.
Exactly. You know what I mean? How is that a celebrity? How is that a celebrity? So get it like so, like I say, I've marked where I need to. There's so. So I know where I'm going to go with my fat. Alright? And then obviously, like I say, because it's chilled in here, I'm just going to check it. About there. It's a little bit wide, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work it a little bit so that it comes together and loosens up and shrinks back a little bit, because we don't overlap it too much, because you have too much pastry on the outside. What happens when you start the layering process, you're going to get a blockage of pastry, alright, so then it's not going to do the job of dough fat, because we're going to have this big lump of dough at the end. So it's always got to be neat and nice like that. Happy days. So always keep your pastry fat as cool as you possibly can. Grease proof, you don't waste it. You just fold it over so that somebody else can use it, or use it at a later time. Alright. I'm sure a little bit of that, a little bit on the large side. So in, and then over. Making sure you seal the fat in, yeah? Like say you're doing big chunks going on the side. Alright, so happy days. A little bit of flour. Again, not loads of flour, or else it'll just shrink back on yourself.